Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so that you can see my other 5 or 6 videos on the dioramas that I have in my display case here at home. Today we're doing the last one of the 6, and that's the Last Chance Cafe. This building is made out of like a cereal box wrapped in foam that I painted gray to look like stucco. The Last Chance Cafe sign is blue cellophane that I masked off and painted black, and then obviously took the masking off. Behind it is a Christmas tree light inside the building. That's what makes the light light up. Now out front, you can see there's an old Coke machine that came out of one of the Coke model kits, and it had that old style machine in it. The gas pump is one of the newer style Coke machines that I repurposed by putting Sunoco signage on it and the yellow buttons there for the grade of gas that you want. The yellow railings, or guards if you want to call them, at the end are solder, just painted yellow and put in there to protect you from hitting the gas pump or driving up onto the island where the pump is. Over here to the left is a round manhole cover. It's actually a wooden nickel that I put some body filler on it and then carved out a pattern in it and painted it that steel color. That's where you would put the gas into the ground for this gas station. There's the car there. The guys must be inside the convenience store. Now, when I call this the Last Chance Cafe, I've got this located on the road that goes from nowhere to nowhere else, I suppose. It's out in the middle of the boonies. Over here on the side, you can see that the grass has been mowed. It blew it out onto the parking lot a little bit there. In the space next to that manhole cover, I've got a W900 tractor with a Sunoco chrome tanker behind it, fuel tanker, that I'll park here and I'll have a hose running down in. I'll move that cover and put the hose down into the tank, and so it's filling up the cafe's fuel cells. Next to that, in this open space, I have a Peterbilt conventional tractor with a lowboy trailer that's going to have the Blazing Bison. Now, if you've been around long enough, you know the Blazing Bison used to be the old Meisterbrow pulling tractor. On that trailer also, I'm going to have built a 55 Cameo as a pulling tractor, so they'll be on there as a team. Next to that is the Junkyard Dog pulling some crushed cars. Now, the crushed cars, I'll tell you, were real easy to build. I took a cake pan, filled it with water, dropped the car in it, and then put a building brick, regular red brick, on top of it. Put the thing on the stove and turned the fire on, and when the water got that plastic real hot, the brick just flattened the cars down. So I did that with all 6 of those things and put them on that trailer, tied them down with the nylon tie-down straps, and that's what you've got there. Next to it, I've got a Mobius Lone Star International tractor with a van body that I'm going to paint in a Crown Royal purple and black with flames on it. I'm really looking forward to doing that one. Next to that, I have an R-Mac with a log trailer full of logs I'll be putting in there. And then next to that, I have a white Freightliner cab-over single-axle tractor with 2 of the pup trailers, like consolidated freight trailers that that AMT built. I don't know that I'm going to go with consolidated freight, but that's what they're going to be. And then next to that, you can see what's already built here. It's what I call my mobile Mopar museum, simply because that's what it is. You can see the 69 to 71 high-performance Chrysler cars in their high-impact colors, the mango orange, the limelight green, top banana yellow, Moulin Rouge or Panther Pink, whichever you want to call it. Those cars all stand by themselves. They're complete kits, completely built, engines and everything. They're not just a body shell sitting on top of that trailer. They're complete kits, and they really came out very, very nice. Now, pulling that museum is Revell of Germany's W900 tractor. That is a marvelous kit to build. It's got, I don't know how many parts and pieces, but like, for example, those mirrors, there are at least 5 pieces for each mirror, plus the antenna. So it was just a joy to build, and it came out very, very nice. This is the second one I've done, and they both are great pieces, well worth the money. Over here to the left, there's an open space I hope is big enough to put the 3 straight jobs that I have. I have a Louisville short hauler that I'm going to have in Jack Daniels advertising trim. I've got an American LaFrance, I think it's an American LaFrance pumper that I'm going to paint that safety yellow that a lot of fire trucks are done in. And then with that, I've got a 61 B-Mac cab, a 3D printed one, that I'm going to scratch build a garbage packer. I have pictures of an old garbage packer of about that era. I'm going to have to scratch build the whole thing to go along with those other 2 trucks. So on this side of the cafe, you can see that safety glass, security glass that's in the window. I think it's wax paper, actually, and then I put the light behind it. On this side of the cafe is parking for smaller vehicles. I'll be using it for ones all pulling some sort of a trailer of some sort, like the 51 Chevy with the teardrop behind it, or the Dodge truck that's got Ned's Southern Auto Parts on it. Another example of what's going to be here is this Barn Finds Restoration pickup. It's hard to see in this picture, but that's got a 59 Chevy dash panel and seats and so forth. The wheel covers, you can see are off it. Dual exhaust, stainless steel dual exhaust and all that. But it's pulling a Barn Find GTO. You can see the left front wheel and tire have been changed. They're not the rallies because probably was flat when they went to pick it up. And inside the car, there's the tire that was flat. And you can see some parts, engine parts, the battery, the seats folded down to make room. In the back seat is the inside door panel to that right door. The convertible top is down, but it's strapped so that it doesn't blow around when they tow it down the road. You can see the tow lights on the trunk of the car, and the wiring going to the truck. That's the kind of stuff that's going to be in here. I think there's room for like 13 or 14. I have the Diamond in the Rough with the 39 Ford car on the back. I have the Harley truck with the Harley motorcycle on it. I think it's a Bronco with a Formula One boat and another one of those Chevy pickups with a bass boat on it. I'm taking the Turtle Dodge van, painting it all white, and I'm putting K9 painting stickers that came from one of the kits. I can't remember which one. And I'll have an enclosed trailer behind that with ladder and stuff on top with the K9 painting on it. But these will all be filled with something, some vehicle with a trailer of some sort behind it. I know one of them is going to have a tow bar with another, an El Camino with a tow bar pulling something. I think that's 72 Nova, the old Pro, I think it is. I'm going to have that built as a barn find also. So the ground, the base here, is just the Luan that I built all of my dioramas out of. I just painted it black and put stripes on it. And the back wall is simply black because I wanted this to be a night scene. And like I say, it's some cafe out in the middle of nowhere. So this is the last one of my dioramas of the 6 that I put up. I hope you've enjoyed it. Again, subscribe if you haven't seen them all. Subscribe so that you can get to them easy. And then I'm going to be doing some other stuff in the future, but I'm not exactly sure what it is. But anyway, take any of the ideas from any of my dioramas and use them as your own. You can feel free to steal them from me. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy it.